All right, hello and welcome. We're going to start with our warm up. And in today's workout, we are going to be using a beach towel, yoga strap, resistance band, or a jump rope, anything that you have that's long that you can use as resistance. All right, we're going to take it into overhead reaches. Let's reach it up nice and high. Breathing through this, stretching through those fingertips. All of our exercises today will be standing, so you just need that towel as your only equipment. Breathe deeply. 2 more. Back to the march. Nice big shoulder circles. As I mentioned, we're going to be doing some mobility work with the towel today, or yoga strap. So make sure that you're nice and open through those shoulders, pulling back and down, breathing deeply. One more big circle here. Let's take it to a bodyweight squat. Nice wide stance, squatting down and up. Feet should be slightly flared. Push your chest out. Maintain a back or flat back. Press your heels into the floor and drive your hips back. Breathing deeply. Let's do 2 more here. 2 and 1. From here, we're going to widen the stance ever so slightly with those toes flared. We're going to take it into a side lunge. So we're going to side lunge down, toe up, heel down, over to the other side, toe up, heel down. Just rock side to side. Don't worry about the depth of your squat or your lunge. You're just going low enough that you can feel that gentle stretch inside the thigh. Let's do 2 more. 2, 1, and then up to standing. We're going to take it into some hip circles. So feet flat, chest lifted, shoulders back. Just the right leg. We're going to make a nice big circle with that hip. Let's go for 6. Here we go. 6. 5, try to stay balanced as best you can. 4, work through the range of motion of that hip. Breathing deeply. 2 more. 2, 1, over to the other side. Chest lifted, shoulders back. Here we go. 6, 5, making that nice big circle. 4, 3, breathing deeply. 2, and 1. All right, we're going to start out with a prisoner squat. So in this move, again, we're going to go fairly wide with the toes flared out, fingertips just behind your ears, chest lifted. Try to pull the elbows back and pull those abdominals in nice and tight. We're going to squat down for 12 reps. Ready? Here we go. 1. Now the goal here is to press those heels into the floor while maintaining that flat back position. And with the arms in the prisoner stance, it is quite challenging posturally. So you might not be able to go quite as deep into your squat as if you can when your arms are forward. Let's go for 2 more. 2 and 1. We're going to continue with squats. So from here, we're going to squat, heel jack, squat, heel jack. Let's go for 12. Ready? Here we go. Squat, right heel, squat, left heel. 3, that's it. 4, springing up out of that squat, getting that hurried up nice and high. 4 more. Breathing deeply. 2, 1. We're going to go back to shoulders. So feet shoulder width apart. I'm just going to show you this from the side first. We're going to have those arms extended out at shoulder height. Back is flat. Hips are driven back. And we're going to lift those thumbs up nice and high and back down. So let's go for 10. Back is flat, chest is out. Here we go. 10. Lifting up into that Y. 9. 8. Drive those thumbs up so that you feel the shoulder blades squeeze. That's it. Breathe through it. Pull your belly button in toward your spine. 2 more. 2, 1. Whew. All right, shake out those shoulders. We're going back to the top. Prisoner squats. Fingertips behind the ears, shoulders back, chest lifted. Here we go. 10, nice and low. 9, drive those heels into the floor. Now, the key to the prisoner squat is to focus on posture. Again, you might not be able to go quite as deep in your squat as when your arms are loose or forward. However, I still want you to focus on keeping that back flat. 2 more. 2, 1. Stay in that squat position. Squat jacks, alternating for 12. Squat, right leg, squat, left leg. That's it. 3, 4, Pushing through. You've got this. Exhale as you drive up from that squat. Inhale on the lower. One more. And back to shoulders. Feet shoulder width apart. Fold forward. Palms facing in. Chest pushed out. Let's go for 10. 10. Driving those thumbs up. 9. Abs are in. 8. Keep the neck neutral. So your head should not be cranked up or down. It should just align with the rest of the spine in that forward fold. 3 more. Exhale up. Inhale down. 1 left. Whew. All right, shake it out. 1 more round. Prisoner squats. Wide stance. Fingertips behind the ears. Shoulders and elbows back. Here we go for 10. 10. And again, posturally, this should be pretty challenging. Try to press your heels into the floor while driving the knees slightly outward. We don't want them caving in as you squat. Breathe through it. 4 more here. Inhale, exhale. That's it. 2 to go. 2. Prevent those elbows from creeping forward. 1. Heel jacks. Elbows in. Here we go. Squat jack. 2. 3. That's it. Let that heart rate climb. Get nice and low in the squat. Drive up out of the squat into the heel jack. 2 more. 2. 1. Back to bent over wise. 1 more set. Feet shoulder width apart. Fold forward. Palms in, thumbs up. Chest out. Let's do it. 10. 9. Press up with those thumbs. 8. Breathe deeply. 7. Keep those butt cheeks back. Try not to round through the upper back. I know the back is fatiguing here. Try to maintain that posture for 2 more reps. 2 and 1. Whew. All right, shake it out. Grab a water break. We're gonna go to that towel. So once again, I'm gonna be using a yoga strap. We're gonna start off with a row. So what this is going to look like, we're gonna have an overhand grip that's just slightly wider than shoulder width apart. So from here, I'm going to extend my arms out in front of me at chest height. We want to keep the towel taut. So we're pulling outward on the band or towel. Lift your chest, set your chin back, and we're going to row in, pulling the shoulders and elbows back, squeezing the shoulders and back out. All right, feet shoulder width apart, chest lifted, chin back. Let's go for 10. Exhale, 10. Now the key here, 9, is to relax your shoulders as much as you can. So we're pulling in toward the chest. However, the elbows should be pointing downward, not flaring completely out to the side. So we want to slope down from the shoulder to the elbow to try to stay as relaxed as possible through the shoulders as we squeeze the back. 2 more. 2. 1 more here. 1. Ooh, all right, shake it out. We're going to keep holding that band, and we're going to take this into a curl. So we're going to turn the palms facing up, elbows in nice and tight. And just like we're going to do a bicep curl with a barbell, we're going to pull outward on that band, chest lifted, shoulders back, and we're going to curl up with the biceps. Ready? Here we go. 10. So remember, always outward, pulling on the band or the towel. As you exhale up, inhale down, keeping those elbows in nice and tight. Shoulders are back, chest is lifted. Work through those arms. We've got 2 more. 2 and 1. All right, shake out the arms here. Our third move, behind the back raise. So in this movement, we're going to place the towel or band behind the back. Palms are going to face up and out behind you. Again, we're pulling the towel or band taut. And then from here, we're going to lift, raise up, squeeze the shoulders, and back down. Now remember, your palms are facing up and out behind you. So that's your grip. Feet shoulder width apart, chest lifted, chin back, shoulders back. Here we go for 10. 10. Breathing deeply. 9. As you lift, exhale and squeeze the muscles of the mid back. So you're pulling outward like you're pulling that towel apart, keeping tension on. 3, 2, and 1. All right, back to the top. rows. So again, we want our hands just wider than shoulder width apart, overhand grip, chest lifted, shoulders back, abs pulled in. Let's row. Elbows are coming back. 10. So as you pull back and together, you're also pulling outward. So your hands are pulling out, your shoulders and elbows are pulling back. Exhale. But again, try to keep the shoulders relaxed. The goal is not to let them creep up near the ears. We want to work through the back and relax the neck as much as possible. 2 more. 2. 1 left, 1 left. 1. Bicep curl. So flip your grip, palms in. Elbows should be in nice and tight next to the torso. Chest lifted, shoulders back. Pull outward on the band, and let's curl it up for 10. 10. Breathing through this. 9. What I love about doing a towel workout or a resistance band workout like this is that we can really focus on those isometric contractions. So really focus on that outward pull as you curl the weight up. Breathe through this. Really works the upper body in a different way than our typical body weight exercise does. 1 more. And shake it out. Behind the back raises. So once again, palms are up and facing up and out behind you. Feet shoulder width apart, chest lifted, shoulders back. And again, tuck your chin back slightly. Pull outward on the towel, and let's raise it up for 10. 10. Really checking your posture throughout these moves. So again, the great thing is we can really work through the shoulders. We can work the grip. Again, we're pulling outward using the traps, which are the muscles next to the neck, down through the mid-back. Breathe through this. 3 more. Squeeze the mid-back as you lift. 2. Keep pulling outward. 1. 1 more round. Back to our rows. So overhand grip, once again, just outside of shoulder width apart. Palms down, chest lifted. Start at chest tight. Tension on. Here we go. 10. So you're pulling those elbows back. 9. Squeezing through the mid-back. 8. Breathing deeply. 7. Keep pushing. 6. Again, those elbows should be traveling in a slightly downward motion. They're not directly out next to the shoulders. 3 more here. 3. Tension on that band. 2. 1 more. 1. And relax the shoulders, bicep curls, palms up, elbows in, shoulders back, chin back. Let's curl it up for 10. Here we go. Tension on. So once again, we're pulling outward on the band as we curl. And you can curl up nice and high with a towel or a band because you don't have it getting in the way like a dumbbell does. So oftentimes when you curl, the head of the dumbbell will kind of stop you from getting up just a little bit higher near the shoulder. With this move, you can go as high as is comfortable that you can keep your elbows in. 1 more. And 1 more behind the back raise. So palms up and out behind you, chest lifted, tension on, shoulders back. Let's go. 10. This is actually my favorite of the towel moves. And I love the way this one really stretches the chest while it works the mid-back and the bottom of the traps, or the lower traps, which again is a kite-shaped muscle that runs from the base of the neck through to the mid-back. Breathe through this. We've got 2 more. 2, keeping tension on, pulling outward. 1. Whew. All right, shake it out. Grab some water here. Let's give that upper body just a little bit of a break. We're going to take this into a lower body move. Good mornings. So in this movement, feet are going to be shoulder width apart. We're going to place the fingertips just behind the ears, and we're going to hip hinge forward, getting that nice big stretch in the hamstring, and then coming back up. So feet shoulder width apart. Try to shift your weight to your heels. If your toes lift slightly off the floor, that's okay. Place those fingertips behind, chest lifted, elbows back, pull those abdominals in. Let's hinge for 10. Hip hinge forward and up. Hip hinge forward, driving the heels into the floor. Now you can have a soft knee bend here, just enough that you can almost keep your legs straight, but you're still going to feel that nice big stretch in the back of the thigh before returning upright. Push your chest out. Try to keep those elbows back. I always find they tend to creep forward as I fatigue. One more here. Ooh, all right, lower it down. We're gonna go to punches, right arm. So staggered stance with the right foot back. We're punching right, and we're gonna punch and bring it back in, 10 reps. Semi-squatting, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, switch sides. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna take this into a lunge back with a touchdown to the floor. So quick demo from the side. We're going to lunge down and try to touch those fingertips down toward the floor. So this is a pretty deep lunge. If that is a little bit challenging for your knees, that's okay. You can always modify this move by lunging and just reaching the fingertips down and back up. So we're going to start by keeping the left leg planted and stepping back with the right. 8 reps. Hands are down, chest is lifted. Let's step back right, reach down toward the floor. 8, oh, a little bit of balance issues there. 7, getting nice and low. 6, that's it. 5, try to keep the head up and chest out. 4, as you can see, this is quite the deep lunge. My chest is basically going right down to the thigh. One more here, switch sides. So right leg is staying planted, left leg is coming back this time. Chest lifted, shoulders back. Here we go. 8, breathing through it. 7, try to get as low as you comfortably can. If only one hand can touch down to the floor, that's also a modification that you can make as you go through this move. 2 more. 2 and 1. Ooh, all right, shake it out. Back to our good mornings. Feet shoulder width apart, fingertips behind the ears, lift the chest, elbows back. Let's go for 10. Hip hinge forward. 10. Breathing deeply. 9. Drive your hips back. Press those heels down into the floor. And once again, if the toes start to slightly lift, that's totally fine as long as your weight is balanced on the back of your foot. 3 more. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. 2 and 1. Back to punches, right side. Staggered stance, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, back to those deep lunges. So again, we're going to try to touch down to the floor, modify as needed if necessary. So from here, I'm going to step back with my right foot, keep that chest lifted, and touch down to the floor. Here we go. Breathing through. 7, 6. That's it, nice and low here. 5, 4. My chest is basically going right down to my thigh, but I'm still trying to push that chest out. 1 more here. 1. Over to the other leg. So chest lifted, shoulders back. Let's do it. 8. I find this one is really dependent on mobility and balance. So adjust as needed. And you might find that one side has better range of motion than the other. And that is okay. That's what we're working through. 1 more. 1. Back to the top. Good morning. Feet shoulder width apart. Fingertips behind the ears. Shoulders back. Chest lifted. Let's go. 10. Breathing deeply. 9. Hinging from the hips. 8. Drive those hips back. 7. Really wake up those hamstrings. Push the chest out and keep the weight on the heels. As you shift your weight to your heels or the back of the foot, you'll really find you can get that stretch. 2 more. 2 and 1. Back to punches. Right arm. Step back right. Here we go. That's it. Breathing deeply. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step back lunges. Chest lifted, shoulders back, chin tucked back. Do a posture check here. Here we go. Again, I know we're fatiguing. Try to get as low as you can. And you really want to push up from that quad after reaching down toward the floor. And again, you don't have to go all the way to the floor, but try to get as low as you can in this deep lunge. 2 more. 2, 1 left. 1. Over to the other leg. Once again, reset your position. Chest lifted, shoulders back. Here we go. 8. That's it. 7. Try to touch down as low as you can. Really bring that back leg down. Drive on down and push back up. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Ooh, all right. Grab a water break. Heart rate should be fairly high right now. Let that come down a little bit. We're gonna go back to our towel moves. So grab your towel, yoga strap, or resistance band, whatever you have handy. We're gonna take this into a lat pull down. So in this move, we're gonna go nice and wide with an overhand grip. And from here, we're going to pull down, bringing the strap to the top of the chest and back up. Now, when we're trying to decide how far apart the hands should be, when your hands or when your elbows are at a 90-degree angle, your wrist should be completely neutral. So we don't want the wrist caving out or in, and we want them to be perpendicular to the floor. So that's your grip width on the band on this one. So find that grip. If you're a little wide, walk those hands in. Forearms should be perpendicular to the floor. So let's bring the weight or the strap up over the head, set the shoulders back. We're going to exhale, pull the elbows and shoulders back down, bring it to the top of the chest. Ready? Here we go. Exhale. 10. Release. Now remember, we're pulling outward and downward. So the elbows are coming slightly back and behind the torso. Breathing through this, but we're still standing up tall, not overarching the spine. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. 2. 1 more here. 1. And release. Shake it out. From here, we're going to take it to a shoulder dislocation. And I promise this one it sounds worse than it is. It actually feels quite good. We're going to go nice and wide overhand grip with the band. From here, we're going to start at chest height. We're going to bring it back and behind to the lower back, and then back up and forward. Now, if your grip is a little too narrow, you may find there's a little bit of a sticking point here where you feel like you kind of have to pull and bend the elbows. If that is the case, your grip is not wide enough. So you want to widen that grip. Again, overhand grip. It should be wide enough to move in a fluid motion. Start at chest height, chest lifted, chin tucked back. Let's go for 10. Rolling back into that shoulder circle and forward. Again, if you feel that sticking point or you feel the elbows start to bend in to accommodate the shoulders, that's where you just want to widen your grip a little bit. And it doesn't matter how wide you go. The width is just to allow for that shoulder mobility and that nice big stretch. Let's do 4 more. 4. Breathing deeply. 3. Keep this up. 2. 1 more here. 1. And release. We're going to take this into a core exercise. So for this move, it's going to look similar to our bicep curl. We're going to have our palms facing in. And at the top of this movement, we're going to be pulling outward on the band. So you'll notice my chest is lifted and my shoulders are set back. And the band is up nice and high on my chest with my elbows facing in. Now from here, I'm going to step my right foot forward and my left foot back. And I'm going to twist over to the right side with the tension on that band or towel. So once again, palms are up and facing in toward the chest. Shoulders set back, staggered stance. We're going to the right for 8. Here we go. 8, back to center. Exhale as you twist. inhale as you come back to center. And the more you pull outward on the band as you twist, the more you're going to feel that core working. One more. And left side forward. Left foot forward, right foot back, chest lifted. We're going to the left side. Tension on. Here we go. 8. Now, when you twist, 7, the twist is actually quite small. We want to keep the hips facing forward. They're not twisting along with the torso. They're staying planted. One more. And release. So you should get a little bit of a twist through the lower back and through the obliques, which are the muscles on either side of the core. All right, back to our lat pull down, focusing on that upper back. So once again, this is our 90-degree elbow bend. Walk your hands in if you need to. Lift the chest, shoulders step back, pull down to the top of the chest. Here we go, tension on. So you're pulling outward, 10. Breathing through it, 9. Now don't forget, the elbows are traveling back and down. So we're really keeping tension on those upper back muscles as you pull. 4 more here. Exhale, pull. Inhale back up. That's it. 2 more. 2. 1 left. 1. And release. Shake it out. All right, from here, once again, back to our shoulder dislocation. This is our nice big stretch. Walk those hands wider, overhand grip. And again, we're going forward and back. Ready? Back behind to the lower back and forward to the chest. This one should feel pretty good. This is more of a mobility exercise than it is a strength exercise. So you might not feel fatigued as you do it, but it should feel like a good exercise for the range of motion of your shoulders. It should feel like a nice big stretch through the front of the shoulder and through the chest. 2 more here. 2, 1 more, 1. Back to our core twist. So once again, we want palms up and in. Again, we're going to be right in front of the shoulders. That's how far apart we are. We're going to step forward with the right foot, back with the left. Tension on the band, chest lifted, and let's go to the right. 8. Keeping the core nice and tight here. If you find that core exercises on the mat often fatigue your back a little too quickly, this is a great way to work the core. 1 more. Back to center. Left side forward, right foot back, chest lifted, shoulders back. Let's go to the left. 8. This is a great way to work the core without having to get up and down from the mat and without overly fatiguing the lower back. You can still really brace the core. 2 more. 2, 1 left, 1 left, 1. Ooh, all right, 1 more round there, lat pull downs. Wide position so that you can get 90 degrees at the elbows. Lift up nice and high, shoulders back. Let's pull down for 10. Here we go. 10. Squeezing the elbows back. 9. Breathing deeply. 8. Chest lifted. 7. Remember, you're pulling outward and downward. You want to keep that tension on. Breathe through it. 3 more. 3. 2. 1 left. 1. And shake it out. From here, we're going back to our dislocation. Wider grip, chest lifted, forward and back. Here we go. Breathing through this. Again, nice big stretch here. If you find you get that little sticking point, again, just slide 1 or both hands slightly wider. That can really make a difference for feeling fluid in this motion. It should feel like the shoulders can get a big stretch. However, they can still move freely without that sticking point. 2 more. 2, 1 left here, 1. Core twist, right foot forward. So palms up and elbows in, right forward, left back. Again, we want that tension on. Pull the band with the towel. Chest lifted, we're going to the right. 8. Now, as you twist, 7, I want you to imagine that someone's going to punch you in the stomach. Brace for a punch. So you want your core to be nice and tight as you twist. And again, the twist doesn't have to be a big movement. It's just 45 degrees and back to center. 1 more. And over to the other side. Left foot forward, right foot back, chest lifted, shoulders back. Twist left. Here we go. 8. 7. Keep tension on. Remember, you're pulling outward on the band. That will help to feel those core muscles squeeze. That's it. 2 more. 2 and 1. Whew. All right, shake it out. From here, grab a water break, catch a breather, and we're going to lower the towel or the strap down. We are going to take it into my favorite leg move, pulse squats. So nice wide stance here. Toes are flared out. Start in a squatting position, shoulders back, abs pulled in. Let's squat for 10. Here we go. 10, pulsing it out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to take this into a W. So feet shoulder width apart, palms facing in, elbows are up so that the upper arm is parallel to the floor. We're going to pull back, making a W to squeeze the shoulders and back in. Now, what I want you to check here is your head position. As we pull, we have a tendency to head bob forward or neck bob forward. Try to keep your chin back. So chest lifted, shoulders back. Let's go for 10. Pull. Once again, as you squeeze the shoulders, try to prevent the head from coming forward. Keep your chin slightly tucked. That's it. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, release. We're going to do a little bit of a neck movement here. This is a figure 8. So what I want you to imagine is that with the tip of your nose, you are going to make a figure 8. Just let your arms hang down. We're going to make little figure 8s here. 1, 2, 3. That's it. 4, 5. One more in this direction. 6. Now we're going to go backwards. Go the other way. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shake it out. Back to our pulse squats. Nice wide stance. Toes flared. Squatting for 10. Shoulders back. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Weight on the heels. 3, 2, 1. Whew. All right, W's. Palms in. Elbows are up so the upper arm is parallel to the floor. Chin back. Here we go for 10. 10. Breathing deeply. 9. Again, try to prevent that forward head bob. I know there's always that urge to bring the head forward, but try to keep that chin tucked back. That can help to strengthen the neck and focus on posture. 2 more. 2 and 1. Figure 8s with the neck. Feet shoulder width apart. Let those arms hang down. Make that tiny figure 8 with the nose. Here we go. 8, 7. Oh, we're doing 6 reps actually. I'm getting ahead of myself. There we go. Figure 8s, 8 reps is what I was assuming. 1 more. And 1. Switch directions. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, one more round. Pulse squats, wide stance, semi-squatting, shoulders back. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Press those heels into the floor. Keep the head up, chest out. 1. W's for 10. Palms in, chest lifted. Here we go. 10, 9. Remember, posture check here. Keep that chin back, chest lifted, belly button pulled in. That's it. Breathing deeply. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Figure 8, 6 reps. Arms down. Last move. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch directions. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, let's shake it out, stretching it out here. Step back with your right foot, forward with your left foot, hands on the hips, tilt those hip bones forward. I always find my shoulders are forward, roll them back, tuck the chin back, elbows and shoulders back, And stretch out that hip flexor. You want to drive those hip bones forward here. Breathing deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. And exhale. Release the hips. Step back with the left, forward with the right. Hip bones tilted forward. And again, I always find my shoulders are slightly slumped when I get into this position. Pull them back, chin back, hands on the hips, elbows back. That's it. Now you can really tilt that hip bone forward, stretching out the hip flexor in the back leg. Deep breath in. Exhale. Once more, deep breath in. Exhale. And release. Let's stretch out those hamstrings. Heel down, toe up, lean forward. Try to push the chest out, drive the heel into the floor, and drive your hips back. Breathing deeply. Deep breath in. And out. Once more, deep breath in. And out. Up and over to the other side. Heel down, toe up, fold forward from the hips. Once again, try to push the chest out, drive your hips back, and press that heel down into the floor. Pressing your heel down and lifting that toe can really lengthen through the hamstring without having to lean more forward with that upper body. Deep breath in. And out. Once more, deep breath in. And out. Gently lift up out of it. Just shake out those hips. We're going to stretch out the chest. So from here, take the heels of your palms, place them just on top of the butt cheeks. And from here, just pull the elbows and shoulders back. And then we're going to slightly arch the spine, lifting the nose up toward the ceiling, making a little bit of a C shape with the spine. Inhale. Exhale. Once more, inhale. Exhale. And then gently lift up and out of it. From here, we're going to clasp the hands behind the lower back and then pull the shoulders and elbows back, resisting the hands against the lower back or the top of the glutes. Chest lifted, tuck the chin back slightly. Deep breath in and out. Once more, deep breath in and out. Stretch out the mid back, push your palms away from you, and then try to pull the shoulder blades apart as though you are separating those shoulder blades from one another, slightly rounding through that upper back. That's okay. Deep breath in and out. Once more, deep breath in and out. Relax the arms down. Let's stretch out those shoulders. Draw the right arm across. Take your left arm and anchor it in. Now, always find with the stretch, it is easy to make it very mild and hardly feel it. So we want to just gently pull that arm in just a little bit, lift the chest, and now tuck the chin back. That's really going to wake up that shoulder. So oftentimes, if you just get into the position and don't make those adjustments, you might not feel much of a stretch to the shoulder. But just by slightly pulling in more, lifting the chest and tucking the chin, it can really wake up that shoulder blade. And release, shake it out. Over to the other side, draw the left arm across, anchor it down with the right arm, pulling in toward you. Now again, we're going to make some adjustments. So slightly pull in just a little tighter, lift the chest, pull the chin back. Now you should feel that stretch through the front of the shoulder. Deeply breathing in and out. Once more, deep breath in and out. Relax the shoulders, take a deep breath in and out. We're all done for today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I will see you again Monday. Have a good one, everybody.